one of the most rewarding of all listens. Yeah. I suggest you listen to it. And every time you listen to it, you can pin a medal on yourself. And then you can develop a special march and just sort of quietly march up and down in your living room or cardboard box if you're straightened. Okay. 20 bucks from Calvin Klein, Earl Cream's coming back again. How safe cough rings really are. We'll let you know who's wearing them. Waiting at the candy stand on your way out of the store, smuggling with the Snickers bars with a new Enquirer or Benetton. Follow the new ad campaign. The graphics whiz will show you how to laugh along with him when you hand over all your money now. Lubricants, which ones to choose? A condom's really right for you. No more ringing in your ears. Chlamydia's the curse is here. Gonna tell you issue. Special edition. Alice Cooper interviews. Marilyn Manson inside. Remember, guys, the size applies to rabies and weenies. Arteries and spelling bee. 6-year-old spells Kundalini. I'll sense the epoxy that can glue relationships together. See clamp abdomens, ensure that you'll stay a joint forever. Why Johnny Depp was reticent and Uma Thurman hesitant when we asked them where they slept at the latest South by Southwest Benetton. Special edition, MTV's new Death Row VJ. It's Charles Manson. Inside, remember, guys, the size applies to labia and weenies. Arteries and spelling bee. A 6-year-old spells Kundalini. Entertainment issue. Special edition, Alice Cooper interviews. Marilyn Manson. Lubricants, which one to choose? A condom's really right for you. No more ringing in your ears. Benetton. This song is in drop D tuning, which is you tune your, as you know, you tune your E string down to D. But it's also known as the gossip tone because it's sort of like an approximation of dropping names, but it's the gossip tone, drop D tuning. Not a lot of people know this. It was a hidden secret of the Mayans. That's why they're gone now. That's right. The worst gossipers ever, Rumors were always rife in those palaces on those hills, and the worst rumors going like the world's going to end. And of course, everybody believed it because they were gossiping all the time, so they all ran away, and no more Mayans. Yeah, that's what happened. I know. I went on a safari in Africa, and I found evidence of this happening. It was global. It was the darndest thing. The Mayans on the savannah, who would have thought? We did at NASA. We'd seen clues on the moon. Yes, sir. sit and fight, sometimes we sit and drink. Oh, 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 I love the fun. Oh, oh, I love the fun. We drink the cheapest plans. At night we change our beds. Here's a penny from the railroad track. In Indeed, how they get so flat. Oh, 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 oh. I love the fun. Oh, 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 I love the fun. Some of us are getting older. We still play kiss and tell. A little wiser, a little bolder. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it. No matter where I go, I know I will return. It's good to have such friends. I hope this never ends. Oh, 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 I love the fun. Oh, 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 I love the fun. Some of us are getting older. We still play kiss and tell. A little wiser, a little bolder. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it in my hometown. That's how we do it. This song also has a drop D tuning, coincidentally. And its song is about, well, football season started tonight, the NFL. And last I looked, the Broncos were tied in 14 with Baltimore. And I'm sure it was probably a very exciting game. And this song is a number called Ernst Röhm versus the NFL. And it's kind of about child pornography, the National Football League, and National Socialism in Germany circa 1934. In that fateful summer when the Night of the Long Knives occurred and Röhm lost his life. wish him well. Play he called, score, did you see the old Statue of Liberty? The front door rings, you let them in. The friends of yours, but hey, what's this? The knobs are out, your belly's full. For you there'll be no Super Bowl. Now I gotta tune back up. This is the hard part. I injured myself also rather badly in a personal area, which we don't need to, well, I hate to say go into right now. Maybe that's not the right term. I was working in a top secret military installation in New Mexico recently, trying to develop like a sort of like a poster girl deterrent for gravitational pull to alleviate excessive tidal movement. In order that, just so people could walk in the sand for an extra hour a day and look for sand dollars on their vacation time, you know, when the tide was out. And there was a club you could sign up for, and we got to about 2 or 3 different oceans that were successful. And well, unfortunately, one we also got to the Aral Sea, but that didn't work out so well because it's a dead sea. So, but we managed to get to a couple of Indian Oceans now. You can walk, you can stay out for an extra hour every day without the tide coming in so quickly. And what they do is they just put all these billboards of Miley Cyrus facing the water, and it keeps the tide. Deters the tide from coming in, because we discovered like tides are male. They're a male phenomenon, and this is absolutely true. Yeah. So I had a rather personal injury there. Where do we go from here? What can we learn from this? Well, if you like sand dollars, go to the Indian Ocean. But you know, it's very expensive to get down to Australia, where these tides are staying out longer. It's called the curfew effect, you know, basically, or the anti-curfew effect, which means like things stay out longer. Oh sure. Okay. I hope you're taking notes. You're going to be quizzed on the way out, and you know, and if you can't remember anything, you're going to be throttled. I'm dressing for dinner in Amarillo. I'm dressing fresh kill on the tundra. I'm tracking fish paw prints and warm skins for standing upwind of the venison. The weather's getting hot and the butter's getting soft, and there's nothing to track here but you and you and you. Thanks very much. I'm struggling. That's a song I just completed recently, and it's going to get better. I think I played that rather with too much spark and alacrity. I'm going to play a few more songs, and then I'm going to be taken from you. No, that's okay. I've probably talked far too much, and tonight. Oh, sure. But the truth is, I was hired about 5 years ago in an ongoing experiment that's going to go for the next 10 years. It's about glandular secretions, and specifically on exterior boils. And I've agreed to be somewhat of a human guinea pig, as it were, and take some forms of like ointments and stuff and have them smeared on various parts of my body, and then subjected to other moments of duress. And so anyway, I've got to get a couple of, basically what it comes right down to it, I need to get the hell to the hospital in about 20 minutes and get a few boils looked after. Okay. So probably, if you're wondering, this is kind of a discreet affair, and this is very definitely under wraps. So if you went, if you had some hot dogs or veggie dogs or brats or whatever, and you're down the river the other day and hoping to have a cookout, and somebody said, "Mel, how come you didn't bring the mustard? There's not any left in town." Well, that's because they took all the mustard in town and are preparing these special mustard poultices for my boils. That's really what's going on. And
where all the mustard went.
Yeah, that's where all the mustard is, man. That's right. Where was I? Oh, I was here. Still here. Okay, well, here's a joke.
Holliston.
What's that?
It's Tom Holliston.
That's me. And I'm going to do a couple more songs, but first I'm going to tell a joke. It's a good one.
Do a good one.
Okay, a mushroom walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Come on, get out of here." The mushroom says, "I'm a fun guy." All right, there you go. Thank you. It's a good one. Come on, shit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, jeez. As the cameo said to the cameo, "I'm on your side." All right, there we go. There's a man outside the apartment with a copy of Conrad in his hand. Though the doorman shoos him away, he pays no attention to his command. It don't look normal in the ordinary sense, but you can tell he's a learned man. His pants are pressed, his shoes are shine, he's got the shadow line in his hand. There's a lot of stars inside the apartment and a lot of loot on every floor. So if this guy is gunning for one, it might be nice to know it's for. Most days it's a couple of Johnny Does, and then I turn them away. But you can't take any chances, and it's another December rain. Shoot someone in the chest and does something to their heart. I cheated when I took my test, I don't have my CPR. There's a man outside the apartment with an open bag down by his feet, oblivious to the darkness, wait for the stars that they hope they will meet. It don't look normal in the ordinary sense, but you can tell he's a learned man. His pants starshine, he's got the Shadowline in his hand. Cause if he shoots someone in the head and permanent damage is sustained, I'd wish that I was dead if the victim could never perform again. Oh, the man outside the apartment, there's a man outside the apartment. That man outside the apartment, there's a man outside the apartment. Thank you very much. Where can you find pleasure? Search the word for treasure. Study demonology. Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? On the land and on the sea. Where can you learn to fly, play in sports or skin dive, study oceanography? Sign up for the big band or sit up in the grandstand, watch your team and others meet. In the Navy, well, you can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. Well, you can put your mind at ease in the Navy. If you are afraid of trees in the Navy. In the Navy, well, you can protect the motherland. Don't you hesitate, don't you try to wait. Enter a recruiting officer fast. Come on down below decks, who cares about the shipwrecks? Jump coast up the Italy fast. Maybe you are too young to join up today, but don't you worry about a thing. For I know there will be always a good navy protecting the land and the free. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. You can put your mind at ease in the Navy. You can eat out of a can in the Navy. Come on, people, lend a hand in the Navy. You can protect your fellow man in the Navy. You can really lend a hand in the Navy. You can join your fellow man in the Navy. They want you. They want you. They want you as a new recruit. They're looking for seamen. They want you to wear captain's hats. They want you to walk around in groups on shore leave. They want you to pretend to take special interest in shop windows, selling organically grown fair trade Bolivian coffee. They want you to sign up for the Dogwood Initiative. They want you to be the grand marshal in parades, pride parades. It doesn't matter, any type of parade. They just want you on floats. It's the Navy. They want you to do what they want you to do. That's how they got me. Now I'm in the Navy. I'm totally fucked. What am I gonna do in this boat? Oh Lord. What am I gonna do on this computerized bridge in this captain's hat that doesn't even fit me? Where the hell am I? It's getting dark and I can hear the sound of the waves, and all I know is I'm in the Navy. Oh, I'm in the Navy. I've been recruited. I'm in the Navy. Thank you. Thanks for staying and listening. Okay. I'll play a couple more songs, and I'm going to be taken from you.
I'm sure you got a few in you.
I've got a few in me, that's true. Actually, three pounds of my body weight is bacteria. I'm just like everybody else, you know, full of bugs. That's true.
It's true.
That's right. Well, what should I play that I haven't? Okay, this song. This song is about the downtrodden and people who aspire for great things, not necessarily that they want to be more than what they already are, because most of us, I think, are already where we want to be. We just want to be doing more with where we are, you know, and that's why some of us move a lot. Yeah, that's why nobody, you know, people who have great aspirations to be more than they are, to be more than where they are. That's why people stopped buying vinyl, because they kept moving and to aspire to be greater things in a different place, and their friends got tired of helping them get to be better people and wouldn't carry their boxes of records up downstairs anymore. That's how yodeling started. Yeah, that's right. No more vinyl, no more stereos. They had to do something, so they lifted their heads and sang yodeling. That all happened in Austria about the 16th century. Yeah, that's right. Birth of the turntable, Vienna, 1602. I'm up every morning, I get to work on time. By the end of the day, I'm dead on my feet. It's not work if you think it is making me oh so tired. Most I sit around and I plan and I dream. The front desk always nagging me to clean up the floor, scrub the sink, wipe the chrome so it shines. So I slave and I toil, and I know it won't be long before till the day I carry the ball for hair design. I got some damn good ideas and some detailed plans, and they'll work if they'd only give me a chance. So I slave and I toil, and I know it won't be long before till the day I carry the ball for hair design. There's a woman, she's a regular, she's in once a week. She's old and she prattles, but she tips. But as I stare in horror helplessly, the head designer's handing her, when what she really needs is a blue wrist. And I'm not allowed to dabble in a scalp rub. I can help out with a planter or a tint or a perm, 'cause my boss, he'd yell at me, I don't dare touch her head. And my boss, I wish that he would just drop down dead. Oh, they can crimp my hair, but they can't cramp my style. And one day I'll look back and I'll smile. But till then, oh, I know it's just a matter of time till the day I carry the ball for hair design. Until the day I carry the ball for hair design. Thank you. I'll play one more song and then I'm gonna two. All right, I'll play two more songs and then
Three.
no.